everyone! Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. Today we are making Chaozhou Haolao. Chaozhou is a city in Guangdong province. It is known for its abundance of street food. Haolao is oyster pancake, which is the simplest and one of the best local street food. Don't be put off because there are oysters in it. If you tried it, you'll be surprised at how good it is. Let's get started. You will need some shucked oysters. When you get it from a can like that, it always comes with lots of liquid. Even though the package says 8 ounces, once you drain it, you will only have 4 to 5 ounces of oysters left. So this recipe calls for 10 ounces of oysters, but I'm using 2 cans. Add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of Chinese cooking wine, and 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Gently mix it in. The starch will help to absorb the impurities. The size of these oysters is pretty big. It is better to use smaller ones because they are cheaper and they can be evenly distributed into the whole pancake. However, I couldn't find smaller ones in the area around where I live, so these will work just fine. Wash the oysters with cold water. Make sure to let the water run into the bowl from the edge instead of hitting the oysters directly, because oysters without the shell is really vulnerable. Pick them out, rinse them several times to remove the starch. Once the water becomes clear, drain it completely. Next, we will make the batter. You will need 10 tablespoons of sweet potato starch. This is the key ingredient to create that iconic QQ texture. Slightly chewy, bouncy, but tender at the same time. You can buy this in almost any Asian grocery stores. I will also link the product in the description. You can check it out later. If you cannot find it anywhere, tapioca starch will be a decent replacement. Continue by adding 6.5 tablespoons of water. 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. Whisk until there's no lumps. Then add a 1/3 cup of diced scallions. Stir again until well combined. Add the oysters. Gently mix it in. If you're not a fan of oysters, you can use shrimp or fish meat instead. I am going to fry the pancake in a carbon steel wok. It's very important to heat up your wok first. Otherwise, all the starch batter will stick to the bottom badly, and you will end up with a frustrating mess. Of course, if you are using a Teflon-coated non-stick pan, don't worry about it. When the wok is lightly smoking, add 3 tablespoons of pork lard. Toss the fat around to melt it. If you don't like animal fat, it is okay to use regular cooking oil, but be generous with the oil amount. Otherwise, it is hard to get the pancake crispy. Stir the oyster batter before adding it to the wok because the starch likes to sink to the bottom of the bowl. Quickly crack 2 eggs and whisk them really well. Try to use duck egg if possible because that is what local people will use, but I couldn't find any, so I just used chicken egg. Pour the egg into the wok and try to cover the top. Adjust the shape so it's perfectly rounded. Keep the heat on high. Give it 10 to 20 seconds to set. When you see a little bit of brown color from the edge, you can start cutting the pancake into 4 parts. Flip them over to fry the other side. I know it looks quite messy at this moment, but don't be fooled by its look. The taste will surprise you. Once both sides are golden brown, you are done. Put it on a plate. Top some cilantro as garnish. Serve with sriracha and fish sauce. You can also sprinkle some white pepper by taste, which is what I'm supposed to do according to my script, but I forgot because I'm too excited to enjoy this delicious oyster pancake. Although I think it is more like an oyster version of egg foo young. The outside is toasty and slightly crispy while the inside stays gooey and delicate. The oysters are super tender and sweet. When you bite into it, all the freshness just explodes in your mouth. A little touch of fish sauce is perfect to brighten up all the umami taste. You can eat this on its own as a breakfast or snack item. You can also serve it as a side dish for a big dinner meal. I hope you give this a try soon. If you did, leave me a comment, let me know how it goes. As always, don't forget to check the description where you can find all the links, including the printable recipe, the related videos, the purchase link for special ingredients if you don't know where to buy them, or the wok that I have used in this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time. Bye!